What's up? What's up? What's up? Today's the what is today? The 29th of April, man. Today was a cool day. Dude, today was different. Different than usual. Trying to think, man. I have such a hard time remembering what I did today. Um, what did I do? Went and got my protein stuff this morning. Talked to them girls for a little bit this morning. And then I had to be somewhere at a certain time and help build an art show and stuff. But that was cool, man. This art show is fire. This this dude's stuff is legit, man. It's fire. Like the stuff that he has is like my perception on life, and it's hilarious. Like there's paintings of like the way he does his art is so fire, and I don't know. Hopefully, I'll get to talk to him tomorrow. I just didn't want to bother him today. Because like I'm interested in the artist. Like I look at their art and I'm like, dude, this stuff is fire. Like it's meant for me, and like we have so much in common. And being that I haven't created art much and very long, like I know nothing about the art world. And, like so, his stuff is my perspective of this world. And even though I'm doing abstract art, my art is for a different purpose. My speaking is for one purpose, and the authentic ability of who I am, or the authenticness of who I am, is coming out into my talks, and my perception on life and the world. And dude, it's so fire. I don't. It's so weird because I don't know who I am. Like I don't understand the presence of who I am. I don't understand when I'm standing in a room surrounded by people why I get picked out all the time. Why I'm always first. Why people always recognize me. And I know why. It's because I'm different. It's because I'm different. I'm completely look different on the outside. Obviously, my presence is different. I think I intrigue people like people intrigue me. Because I I I dance to my own beat, and like I live life to my own beat, and that's what's super inspiring when I see other people because I'm picking up on their beat and they're different, and I'm picking out the differences in people. And me and an older woman talked today, and the way this artist displays humans is it's almost like a mannequin. There's no faces, there's no fingers, I mean there's some fingers, but there's no faces, right? And all the bodies tend to be the same, like a mannequin body. And for me, that's the way I see the world. Is I see humans as a mannequin, and the outward appearance means nothing to me. And I told her that woman, and she's like, "Well, you need to get better at detail because that's not what the world is." And I said, "Well, that's not how I see it." I said, "I used to see it that way. I used to judge solely on appearance, and that's where I got a lot of my information. And now I'm bypassing that because that's like I told that woman. I said, you can buy this stuff. You can enhance the outward appearance. You can change that, and that doesn't mean that's who you are. Where if you change the inside of if you change your brain, your perception, all that stuff, like that's real change. That you can't fake that stuff, and you know, that's real. Like even a super confident person, like I can pick up on it if they're faking it or not, if they're truly confident or not. And a lot of people can't, but that's because they're distracted by the red. They're distracted by the distraction, which is the physical qualities, and they're judging people based on that. And I mean, I like it. I like it a lot because I'm infatuated with why that they chose the outward appearance that they have, or especially clothes and the way they dress. Because I don't understand it because I'm opposite. I pick the same clothes every day. Like I literally wear the same thing every freaking day. But I created it because I don't care. It's not that I don't care. It's just it's easier, and it's a waste. I think it's a waste of my energy. Now, when I get married and stuff, like dude, I do everything for a specific reason, and I'm crazy. I'm super crazy. And a lot of the stuff that I do is in order to make a person choose me based on my insides, like who I am first, before they pick me completely solely on my physical traits. And that is one reason why I always dress the same, is because you have to understand that when I'm living in this world, I know I'm creating a certain perception of who I am physically, and then who I am, like the totality, the real Cody, the Cody that walks around, the Cody that's creating ideas, the Cody that's inspiring, the Cody that's loving, the Cody that's affecting other people. Because my physical traits don't do any of that. They don't do anything. They just are. And I'm crazy, man. And I always say I'm psycho, but I have to look up the definition of psycho. But that's the only way I can describe it, is because I'm doing something that's so crazy that I've never seen before, and it's against the world, and that's me. There's a guy named Meta World Peace that he changed his name to that. I should be against the world. That should be my name, or something like that. Because everything I do is against it. I don't want to be any part of it, and I know I have to integrate with it, and I know I have to beat the system, and know because the system is stupid. That was the funniest thing. Like, me and that dude were talking last night, the filmmaker, and I told him, I said, law is so stupid, it's retarded, it's dumb. I was like, law is just, it's crap, it's fake, it's make 'em ups. It depends on who's making it, and there's always ways around it. And if anyone can beat that way, it's me. Even an illiterate person who cannot spell in the moment, I know my ability to fight the law, to fight the authority. Like, I have always been this way, man. And honestly, I almost got that tattooed on me, rebel. And I may still get it tattooed on me, because I'm rebelling. I'm ultimately rebelling against the world system, and I've always wanted to rebel against it. It just never made sense to me. And to have a man in power over me makes zero sense. It makes zero sense, because they have never walked in my shoes. They've never seen my perspective, and I'm a good human being, or I've tried to be. And I've tried to do things good and not cheat people and whatever, you know. And doesn't mean I've always succeeded in that, but ultimately, like, I've tried my best, and I'm getting better every day. And the more aware I come, the more I can do this. But whatever. So this artist, like, that's his stuff. It looks like mannequins, and I told that woman, I was like, that's how I paint. I don't paint with detail, because ultimately, in order for me to connect with everyone, it has to be a blurry vision, and then in that blurry vision, I can't pinpoint exactly what I'm saying or describing. I can't choose one point. I can use colors and stuff to lean towards things, and to push people in directions that I want them to be pushed, but I can't ultimately take away their free will. Like, if I drew a zebra, like, everyone's gonna know it's a zebra. But if I blurred that picture and say it was, black and white blurry stripes, then some people would assume it was a zebra. Some people could assume it's a referee. Some people could assume all kinds of things. Like, it's up for interpretation based on the perception of the human being and their experiences in life. And so this art is like that. I mean, where the mannequin, where everyone can relate with it. And he's talking about some crazy shit. Like, he's talking about the stuff that I'm talking about, where children are being programmed with cell phones. So there's one painting with the cell phone, and then all these little angel kids, because kids are innocent and sweet, and they're technically angels, and they're all surrounding this, and they're getting programmed and getting brainwashed by these this technology. And all his stuff is like that. And dude, it's fire. It's so fire. And I want to talk to the man. just because we're like on the same wavelength. And the name of the show is Something Healer, and like it just speaks to me, man. And I actually helped put the sign up today, and I just laugh about like how I'm even here, and it was so crazy because the head woman brought us all in there to meet this guy, and then she talked around the room and told people about how like what each person does, and when she came to me, she was like, "Well, he just walked in here one day, and then we just, you know, started putting him to work and stuff, and like adopted him." And I'm like, it's funny because like everywhere I go, people talk about how people adopt me, and I'm like, dude, you guys have no idea, dude. I'm adopted everywhere I go. Like I don't get it. Like I'm so grateful. Like these people adopt me into their families over and over and over again, and it's so cool because it's like you know, it's kind of weird because it's like I've always felt like the family that I was raised in wasn't really my family, and it's weird to say that, and I hate to say it, but I always it could have to do with the cycle problem, where like after a little bit of time with somebody, like I already know, like I already know all your tricks, I already know who you're gonna be, I know what you're gonna think, I know all this stuff, and so I'm ready for something new. Um, I'm ready for new excitement, new growing, new knowledge. Like as ignorant as people may think that I am, dude, I'm not. My brain is full of information, and I just think different than the average person, I guess. I don't know. Not really, because I'm keep meeting new people that are on my same brain link, and like we think the same, and we're kind of like, it's not really a scattered brain, but it's just like we have so many thoughts, and all our thoughts are deep. They're not simple, straightforward answers. They're super big, based on totality, and depending on variables, and everything could be, you know, swayed left or right, just depending. And it's freaking fire, dude. Because like these intellectual conversations that I'm having with these human beings, it's like, dude, I love it. I freaking love it so much. And I talked to one dude, and like he was talking about knowledge. Where does knowledge come from? And I don't know if he's a Christian or not. I doubt it. But you know, he's talking about like the knowledge comes from like, you know, like if you look back at the tree of knowledge of good and evil, like it comes from that kind of sort of, but like what we deemed as a boogeyman or the devil, which, like I said, we're our own devils, and I don't know if there's a real devil other than the fact that like that human beings own desires that could be misconstrued and like super selfish and justify, you know, justify anything based on whatever they want. And I do know this. I do know a couple years ago, like I looked into the devil and I was like, dude, I look back at my life and no one's ever made me do anything that I didn't want to do. And I was like, there's no external factor that's causing me to do these things. There's no external factor causing me to go out and get hammered. There's no external person causing me to do this or that. Like, never once in my life has there ever been someone who physically forced me to do anything. Now, there's some situations in people's lives where there's another human being that physically forces you to do something, yes. But I'm just saying, like, it's a cop-out in the Christian community that the devil makes me do it. And I'm like, when I started looking into it and studying it, I was like, dude, at no point in time has there ever been anyone or any external force that caused me to do something. There's never been someone to drink a drink for me, ever. Like that doesn't work. You know, like I would just assume the same with people who do drugs. Like there's never been, I mean, there could be someone to stab you with something like a whatever, but I'm just saying, like, for the most part, like, every decision, every place you go, like, you physically go there. Like, you put yourself in that situation, right? Like, say you have a wife and, like, you end up going to some young girl's house that you've been talking to on the internet. Like, no one physically made you talk to that girl and then get to that point to where you and this other girl go to a place alone and get, have drinks and stuff, and then you do something, you regret it, which ultimately causes a divorce, and you cheat on your wife. Like, no way. No one's ever made you do that. Like, that's your responsibility. You chose it. And that's what brought me to this point right now in my life. Is when all this stuff started, one of the first things, there's so many firsts for me. And I started taking accountability for what I did. Everything. Everything. I said there is no external devil causing me to do stuff. Yeah, I can be tempted based on what I open my eyes to. Like, it's very simple now. Like, if you get on Instagram, like, yes, there's half-naked girls there, like, and then if you constantly fill your brain with that information and you're creating these slideshows and you're taking that information and put it into your subconscious, over time your likes are going to change to that. And then if your wife doesn't look that way, then you're going to try and go out and get it. And but if no one's making you spend hours on social media scrolling up and down at pictures of 20-year-olds. Like, no one's making you do that except yourself. Like, you ultimately are creating your own brain. You're filling your own computer hard drive with information, which is ultimately choosing your likes and dislikes. And this is big, man. This is huge. This is it. We are self-programming ourselves for likes and dislikes. And it's rough, because, like I said, once I took accountability for what I do, then I can continue to do something or not. And no one's making me do it. And no one. And there's a lot, like me and that dude talked about art and, like, being a starving artist. And we kind of talked about it. I said, yes. I said we could sell our souls, right? And we could, which ultimately, selling your soul is just going against what your heart wants in order to be rich, to make money, to fall into this system of fake love and prosper that way. But you're going against your heart. You're going against your desire. You're going against ultimately what you're programmed to do, which is give, and which is give completely of yourself, no matter what it is, whether it's dark or light, whatever input in you that you're letting out, to freely give it. And yes, you will make money when you freely give things, because you have to get a return. Something, like, you can't make something out of nothing, and it's the same with giving. When you freely give, like, the universe is freely going to give you back in return. And it may not be the way you see it is. It may be with people. People may come to you and, want inspiration from you, and whatever. Or it's a lot. It's complicated, because it can come back in many different ways. We just like to look at things like money. But the point is, when people technically sell their souls, like, they're just going against their will. The will that's ingrained in them, the freely giving part, the love, the creative ability, and they're having to, like this one girl said, she had to collect content so she can start making content that the people want right now, based on statistics and all this crap. But in doing so, you have to dole your creative ability out and your authentic stuff out, like, and so you have to, like, do stuff that you would never do, or blur the line a bit. And I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it at all, ever. I'm gonna try my best not to do it. And I don't know, it's crazy, but that's what I see it now. It's like there's no, and in the Christian community, like I said, they always just try and blame stuff on the devil. I'm like, what are you talking about, the devil, bro? Like, can you really tell me? Maybe there is a real devil. I don't know. And that's what they always say. The greatest trick that the devil ever made was that you don't think he exists. But it's like, But when? When? If I'm in control of my own world, if I'm in control of my own perception, if I choose there to not be a devil, if I choose that there's not an external source that's going against me, that's doing things against my free will, other than myself and my own brain, creating stories of doubt, like then I don't get it. Like I choose this stuff. This is mine. This is my thought. This is my world. I'm in power. No one else is in power. No one else is in power, man, over me. And that's what I'm saying. Anything that I do, like, ultimately is my responsibility. Dude, and it makes life so simple. Because then you know you can change it. And you quit pushing off your responsibilities on somebody else. And it's just kind of disgusting to me that we created this boogeyman. And I think there is real stuff, and there's real energy, and I think witchcraft, and like I said, and like wishing harm on people and speaking that out, and like sending bad energy towards people. That's real. I mean, our English language is called spelling. Like, it's a spell. And that's why I'm very intentional in the words that I say. And because if I say them, they become real. I put them in the world. And the way vibration works is like once you speak a vibration, a word, that vibration goes on for eternity. It cannot be stopped. And maybe this is some new age crap or whatever, but this is just science. It's very simple. It's light. Light goes on for eternity. Like, once it's created, it's forever. And the same with vibration. And nothing can stop it. So like, we have to be very careful about what we say. That's why I wish everyone the best. And I don't run around wishing harm for people. And I always hope for the best. And I only send love to people. Like, who cares? Like, why would anyone ever want the worst for somebody? Like, expect them to fail. That makes zero sense. Even if everything in your brain tells you that someone's going to fail, like, why would you speak that? It makes zero sense. Yes, maybe they'll fail. Maybe not. Maybe this time it's different. But I'm not going to speak that on people. And I think it's just ignorant and mean. And it's disgusting. And it has to do with your self-reflection. It's just because you're not comfortable in yourself. And I think that's the bigger problem is people they don't have hope in themselves. They don't love themselves. They don't have confidence in themselves. Because ultimately, the easy way out is to blame something that doesn't even freaking exist. To make up a boogeyman, so when someone makes a mistake, she tempted me. Well, did she tempt you? You're the one who drove over there in your vehicle to meet this lady at 12 o'clock at night and go to the bar and drink and be by yourself. She didn't tempt you. You got in your car and went. You could have stopped that tempt a long time ago. And that's kind of where I get with, like, me and some girl mentioned it today. It talked about, like, because I always joke about getting a sugar mama, and because she was joking about getting a sugar daddy, and especially when we go to these art shows and stuff, because dude, I'm blue collar to the core, baby, and it's how people have separate with classes and based on money and stuff. I'm like, dude, that has nothing to do with anything to me. It's like, if I want it, I can go get it. And I just would have to put my head in the dirt and go. If I really wanted to be a millionaire, I could be a millionaire in a matter of years. if even probably less. But I'm not trying to sacrifice my happiness for that either. And anyone can do it. You just find a need and you fill it. You do whatever the crap it takes to fill it. There's plenty of needs. And but it's just so weird that, like I said, that was kind of a weird issue. Is why I didn't want to go to this art stuff. It's because, like, there's just so many. I hate to say upper class people, but yes, that's what they are, and it's not good or bad. It's just is what it is, and I still have like old stereotypes, but these people are still cool, man. And the funny thing is, they come up to me, and they come talk to me, but I'm different. I am different. I'm the only white dude here. Like, it's so funny. Like, I'm the only white person in this crowd of white people. I'm the only colored person, and but I told a little girl the other day. She's like 18, and I told her, I was like, it's funny when you think about the world, and when someone comes to talk to you, like they come to you, they are completely surrendering their power to come talk to you, and you are ultimately in control. You are the power there. It doesn't matter how much money they have. None of this stuff. When you come into someone's world and you initiate conversation, you are surrendering completely to the other person. And this is my life. And like I said, people can call me conceited or not. I don't see it that way. I'm just aware. I'm aware of the exchange rate. I'm aware of what's really going on. Is I'm me, and these people are going out of their way to talk to me. Meaning I always have power in these situations because they are freely giving me their time. And before, in my life, I would bat them down and shoo them away. So I had power back then, and I didn't know. And when you start becoming aware, you will understand that you have the power. But that also means that you have responsibility to be a better human than everyone else. And not better, you just gotta understand you do have responsibility. You can abuse it if you want. That's up to you. I choose not to do it. I choose to try not to do it. Some days, depending on the mood, like, I will do stuff that I regret, or I shoot people away, or I do this or that, or I can look at you and control situations. I kind of did it today on accident. I was at a restaurant, and I was done eating, and the dude looked at me, and he was helping other tables. He wasn't my waiter, and I guess I gave him a look of like that, like I've been waiting here for a while. But I thought he was giving me the look of like, are you ready for your check? So I gave him that look back, like, yeah, like if you're gonna write me a bill, then that's fine. And then he comes to me and he's like, well, I talked to the manager, we're gonna give it to you for free. I was like, why are you gonna give it to me for free? I was like, I thought you was gonna give me the check. I wait forever. I'm gonna pay mine. You guys are starting to get busy and whatnot. Like, believe me, like, I don't care. I got all the time in the world. And it's just a miscommunication with eyes. And but I'm aware of that, and then I made it right. Because the girl didn't do anything wrong. Because when I eat, that is my time. And like when I eat food, that's my time of control. It could be hard to explain for other people, but like I create my bubble when I'm eating. And sometimes I allow people in, sometimes I don't. And for me, a lot of it is a power dynamic between the place that I'm at. And depending on who I want to come into my world, I will allow it to happen. Some things I'm trying to play a longer game with. So I'm just whatever. And we'll see how that goes in the future. I'm just trying to be patient. And I'm just trying to be patient, and I just want to make sure it's something I want before I go too far. And I'm just trying to be patient. I think I do, but I said patience is a virtue, and whatever. My decision will be made up pretty soon, and I may lean towards this decision because I think this decision's ultimately the better one. Um, I don't know, maybe not really the better one, but um, when free will is involved, it sucks because sometimes you don't get things that you know are meant to be because free will, and that's frustrating, and I wouldn't say it is frustrating a little bit, but it's whatever, you know. Who knows? I'm just whatever. I'm just taking my time, and we'll see what happens, bro. That's what I said. I only get completely intrigued by a few people at a time. Like most people, I love people. Like they make me laugh. They make me laugh so much, and they just inspire me, and it's just fun. Like people are just so fun, and age means nothing. It's so cool because like all people laugh, man. All people cry. All people have fun. All people, like all it doesn't matter how old you are. Like it's so cool that we all just have the same emotions, highs and lows, and same struggles, and I get to be there with people, and I get to feel all of it, and it's so cool, man. So cool. And honestly, like I love being different. Like I can't explain it. Like I love looking different. Um, and I love carrying myself different than a lot of people. And I'm starting to be aware of it because it's just like I said, I went to art thing last night, and it's just like people just they have no idea who I am. I'm a mystery, and I'm gonna keep it that way for a lot of people, and they just don't know. And it's cool because one guy was like, "Why ain't you got a bid on? You got to buy this painting and stuff." And I was like, "Nah, bro, I'm good." But had an old lady like I don't even know. Like I was kneeling on the ground talking to somebody, and I don't know, just walked by and rubbed my back. Like it's weird. I don't know. People just always like are drawn to me. I don't get what it is. It's something to do with my presence and my demeanor, I guess. But mostly it's probably because I just don't care. I'm just me, and I think they can see it. Everyone else is dressed up nice. I'm dressed up in my green shirt like always, with my shorts on with paint on them, and my shoes with my paint on them, and I don't care. And I'm just me. And it's so freeing now. Because before, I just used to just like think, I guess I was judging people and like thinking about what they were thinking about me, and now I don't care. Like it's just like whatever, bro. I'm just here having fun. I'm laughing, I'm grinning. People are stressed out, and I'm just laughing. I feel so bad sometimes because I'm so empathetic, and I get why you're stressed, but like I can see your body reacting to the way you're stressing, and it's causing this and it's causing that, and ultimately it's just not worth it. Like it's all gonna get handled, like it's fine. But you're creating your own body's stress, which is creating hormones and chemical imbalances, and ultimately destroying your health. And I know I lived it. I lived in survival mode, man. I get it. I watch it. People end up having thyroid problems, and endocrine systems like go bad and like just overworked and overstressed, and your gut health gets destroyed because then you start eating on the go and you start eating all these bad plastics and food, that fake chemical food, and like it's just a huge big system to ultimately make you sick. And then you have to use the medical system, and then they just pump you full of more chemicals to try and fix not the problem, but fix like the things that you have going on wrong with you, but they're not fixing the problem. The problem is your stress. The problem is you ain't eating good food, real food. The problem is you're not getting enough sleep. Too much sugars. Fake sugars. Not like, fruits. But breads, and just slamming your mouth full of crap. And not giving your body the stuff it needs to repair itself. Like, humans can repair themselves. Like, I am freaking proof of it. And everything I do is ultimately just for proof that it can be done. Well, I started a detox now. Like, I'm just trying to detox, and then in a couple, I don't know, probably like in July, I'm going to do like a freaking hardcore fast, and maybe do like a whole reset, like a whole body reset, and go from there. And just try and be like a brand new body. I'm just trying to cut weight now and get rid of a lot of fat, so when I do it, it'll be a lot cleaner, because you're not storing crap in your fat cells and all that crap, and whatever. I don't know, but today's a fire. People are fire. I got my favorite peoples too. That's what's so cool. It's like I just have my favorites. And it's not that I have favorites, because everyone I meet is like so different. But I have like my people that I like to watch. Like they intrigue me. Like they make me happy. Like they're just so funny, dude. They're so hilarious. And ultimately they just intrigue me. Like I try and look at people and not assume things. So I'm blank around them, like I'm not trying to judge them, I'm not trying to guess. But then like I still have like pre-assumptions that just are automatic and I can't stop them. Or as I get to know them more, or they give me more information. And so some people don't give me as much information, like they don't talk as much, or they're quiet around me, or it's almost like I have to like it's more of like a chase dynamic. Like I have to chase them, which I've never been a chaser, and so I'm trying to find the balance between like when I should chase and when I shouldn't, and I'm trying to do the bare minimum because everyone else chases and I'm different, and so I try to do things and say things intentionally. So I try and use the smallest amount of words to create the biggest effect. And then I read cues off of those. It's so funny because me and this one person, we literally just mirror each other, and it makes me laugh. I just thought of it now, but we mirror each other so hard, and it's hilarious. That means I need to think about it, what I need to do, because I need to control the mirror. I need to control the mirror and create. So I'm going to start doing that. I'm going to start creating what I want to mirror me. Oh, I'm excited about it because it's going to be fun. It's not, and I look at things like a game. The only difference is I'm not technically playing a game. Like my intent is not to win. Because when you say that your intent is to win, then describes that someone else is gonna lose. That's not my intent. My intent is just to see what happens, and whatever happens, happens. Um, this person intrigues the piss out of me, and like I said, there's not many people that that do that to me. And then if they do, a lot of times I just don't even. It's not. I deem it not worth my time, anyways. But that's not good or bad. It's just is what it is, and she's definitely worth my time. It's funny. It's hilarious. But we'll see what happens, man. See what happens with it. I already have ideas. I got tons of ideas. She seems like someone who'd want to play a game. And she'd be down for it because it'd be fun. And games are cool, man. Especially team games. But there's no winner or loser. It's just fun. But yeah, life is cool, man, and it's so funny. Like, which I'm gonna get a picture of it. I'm not gonna talk about too much. I'm not even gonna talk about it because I'm gonna save it for another talk. And but I always eat like greens, right? And I get my green beans, my asparagus, and my broccoli. And this dude today called it the Holy Trinity, dude, and I laughed so hard. I laughed so hard because it's funny. He said my food was the Holy Trinity. I was like, yeah, dude, it is. Because I get it almost every single time. I didn't get it today. I got chicken breast and 2 orders of green beans. But I gotta get my protein in. But yeah, man, that restaurant's my favorite restaurant, and the people are also cool. And it's just the atmosphere is cool, you know. And I get in there and listen to my music and stuff, and eat, because like I said, it's my time, it's my control. The food is for a purpose. It's to fuel my body. It's good, healthy food. And it's delicious, like, and it's worth it. And the people are cool. I always have cool interactions with people, and you know, it's cool. I walk in and they already get my drinks ready, and because I get orange juice and water every time. I don't know. That's kind of like my sugar intake is orange juice, and that's my treat, you know, orange juice. So I don't drink Gatorades anymore. I just mostly just drink water. And I don't really eat any carbs or bread. I never like intentionally cut it out. It just kind of happened. You know, every now and then I'll get a hamburger with bread. But usually like what happens is like I start eating it and then I just take the hamburger bun off because it's just disgusting. And eat the meat. But I don't know, man. People intrigue me. But today was cool, man. And like I said, I did a lot of work at the art museum today. And that will be over this weekend. I can get back to my regular life. I didn't intend to do this. I didn't intend to help with the art stuff. Like at the beginning of the week, I talked about I probably wasn't going to do it. But I just kind of fell into place, and whatever. So it's cool, man. Like I said, if I get to meet some more cool artists, like that's cool, because I just love talking to them. And it's so weird because I don't really care about um I don't care about making art. Like I don't care how they learn how to do it. I don't care how good they are. What I care about is their mind and their perception on life and why they're creating the art and are they being authentic, and then kind of the struggles with perfectionism and like when they walk away from art, where they got their inspiration from. um, that's what intrigues me. um, and like I said, I don't care. Like at some point I can do some fine detail stuff. I don't ever want to really. um, I think the time dynamic is I get it. It's just not me. I can't. I've never been able to do long periods of things, right? Like for a long time. It the reward isn't worth the time I put in, and that's just kind of how I've always seen a lot of things. Where like, that's why it's always intrigued me, like how people can work for a company for 50 years or 25, 30 years. I'm like, I have no idea how you guys do that. Like I get the reward, like you get a pension and you get, retirement and all that stuff. But I was like, dude, I'm a year in and I already know how to do everything. Like I'm done. I learned. Like I've already done it. Whatever. I've already innovated it the best I could. Like, um, this is the best way. And until we get new technology, like it's not gonna be any better. Like I'm done. So I just don't see how people do that. Now, to each his own. It's like some people can be working out for 5 years, 10 years. Like, um, that's cool. And maybe I'll start working out like that, and 5 years from now, I'll be like, yeah, this is the results from 5 years ago, but or 10 years ago. But I don't know. My body changes quicker than the average human, and I also do things like stupid, hard, and extreme. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just dumb, and I cause change to happen faster than the average human. But we'll see. We will see. We'll see what my body looks like in about 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and it won't be that hard. Just keep on a good diet and get enough protein and just drink a gallon and a half of water, man, and I'm good. Like I already know what my body wants, and I know how to change it. But people do intrigue the piss out of me, dude. We'll see what happens, man. Playing that slow game. That slow game. I also I like to see a little back in return too. Like I like to have I don't like to do all the work. And it's not that I don't want to. It's just um I don't know. I'm just not good at this game, I guess. I don't know all the rules, and we'll see it's fun. But people are cool, man. I hope to go fishing. I may try and go fishing next week with a guy. Who knows? Whatever, man. I felt good though. Today was fire. Today was perfect. It's cool, like not being boss man too. Like when I'm helping at the art museum, I just kind of like walk and like tell me what to do. And it's so easy and refreshing that I don't have to like make decisions. I don't have to do things. Like it's cool, and whatever. I gotta go cut some grass in the morning. Then I gotta be at the art show. I gotta go get some black pants. I was gonna wear some Under Armour pants, khakis, but they want me to be in all black, which I don't really like, but whatever. Said I'd wear a black shirt at least. Um, Whatever. I got black shoes, so black Nikes. I don't know, man. I may try and go paint one real quick. I'm feeling pretty good, so I'll probably go paint. Get hype. I gotta go eat somewhere for my birthday dinner tonight, and whatever. We'll see. Well, this is just a quick talk. I don't know. Like I said, that dude's art is fire. I hope to talk to him tomorrow. I hope to meet some cool people tomorrow. You know, plant some seeds tomorrow, maybe. We'll see. I mean, my whole life is out of my control. I'm just living in the day, being who I am, being authentic, and I got these plans, but I'm just trying to be patient. And like I said, I understand that like a lot of stuff that's gonna happen is not gonna be my will. Like it's not gonna be because of me. It's gonna be. It's not gonna be me, and I'm okay with that. It's cool. Just trying to be patient, let stuff happen when it happens, and I don't know. I'm out. Peace. I'm back. Man, life is so fun. So fun. And just got home, it's late. Went and hung out with my sister tonight. She cooked me some hamburgers for my birthday. So fire, man. People are so fire. Life is so fire. And perfect. It's so funny. It's so funny, man. My sister's strong, and she's been through a lot. All of us have, really, but you know, like I tell people, man, anyone who talks to me, like, dude, my life is easy, bro. Like, I don't have kids. I don't have a wife. So everything that I've gone through, I chose it and created it myself. And even though my experience with life was different than many people, it's not better or worse than. And it's definitely not harder than. I did what I had to do to survive. And I kind of went over a lot of stuff with my sister tonight that she didn't really know or understand about my life and the way I perceived it and who I was. She just didn't know. She didn't know that last year I had to battle everything, and she really, I mean, they knew, but but no one really knows. No one knows that I had to destroy the world that I created. I mean, it's the biggest pride and ego check ever, like, and no one's really gonna understand until, honestly, I have no idea how I did it. I have no idea how I admit that I'm wrong. It makes zero sense to me. Because I remember little battles I would have with people, like working with people, and I would get so frustrated. I'm like, no, man, this is how we got to do it. And then the other person would be the same, like, no, this is how we got to do it. And now, did I admit when I'm wrong all the time? Like I am wrong, man. I'm wrong a lot. Kind of like I told her tonight. Like, yeah, I could be wrong about everything. I said the only difference is I'm happy. For the first time in my life, I'm happy, and I know I'm happy. And so, and I know I'm not hurting people. I know I'm not infringing in people's free will. so I can see like, so I don't see, like, I don't know how this could be wrong. I don't. And I keep questioning myself to make sure I'm doing the right thing, and I question who I tell stuff to, because when I talk and I give you a new perception on life, it sucks because once you hear it, you can't unhear it. Um, and that's kind of why I don't. The way I engage conversations with people is I tend to let them engage with me, and then I kind of open up. And and if you want to hear it, you stay. If you don't want to hear what I have to say, you can leave. I'm not making anyone do anything, um, other than being real and authentic. And evidently, everyone wants to see that. Probably because a lot of people's never seen it before, and it engulfs you. Um, it's super weird. But yeah, me and her talked for, I don't even know. I got there at like 8:30, so 8:30 to 11:45, man. Like, it's cool, man. She's on the right path, and she's had a rough life, dude. And got nothing but hope for her and love. And I kind of told her again tonight. I was like, look, I mean, I found out 2 days ago that I can't change you. I can't change people. It's not my place to do it. I can't do it. If I could do it, I would, but then there would be no free will in that, and that's not love. So I'm not. I'm not even gonna try. But what I can do for you is tell you what I did to change my life, um, and then sit back to back with you and hold your hand if I need to, and inspire you and tell you you can do it. No, it's not easy. It's very difficult. Um, However, it was almost like I was in survival mode going through the process because I had no choice, and that made it definitely a lot easier. I put myself in a situation. I put myself in my vehicle, in my truck, you know, and just started talking, and it changed everything. I went from being a little boy who could create worlds, who didn't understand repercussions, and did all he could do to survive, and didn't matter who he hurt in return because I just walk away from people, and I never physically like hurt people, but I did cause real repercussions, and I have no idea what they were, and I kind of told my sister tonight, I was like, man, I've done some stuff, and it makes me feel like a monster, and I had to own it. I had to own to the fact that I rejected people. I have to own to the fact that I abandoned people, um, just to protect myself from being abandoned. Like I left first so they couldn't leave me, and it's not good or bad. It's what I had to do to survive, and what I thought I had to do to survive. And until I learned better, that's the way I did it. Um, Now I'm just like, I'm happy, and I'm like I said, I'm holding on to one thing in my life, and then everything else is just living in the moment. And even that one thing, I'm still kind of living in the moment because I knew it had to be the way it had to be. And it's not good or bad; it just is. But I don't know. Every day the time clicks away on it, and and my sister just all night was like, you gotta get married and have a kid, and and I was like, well, for the first time in my life, like I know I'm capable of it now. Like I know I have time, and it's not that I have time, but it's just that I'm over spending all that time on me. Like I still spend time with myself every day, but um I'm over my past, and now I just need to live my life, and start building what I know I'm gonna do, and know what I'm supposed to do. And I gotta start taking little steps towards it because it's not gonna happen overnight. I could though, I probably will, but I'm just excited for it, and I'm excited to start a new chapter with another person in it, and it's just cool, man. It's cool talking to my sister because she's always been super cool, and we've always kind of had an age difference, but I don't know. She's fire. She's cool, man. She's a tough woman, and she's starting to understand, and she's still going through a lot, and it's difficult for her. But like I said, like I told her, I was like, I can't do it for you. You can ask me any question you want, and I'll try and beat it in my head, and then tell you how would do it. And if that helps, that helps. Um, but she just doesn't have a lot of time, and she has 4 kids, so she's a mere reflection of my mother who raised 4 kids, and it's so weird how life pans out. Um, how we just meet people that are mere reflections, or we go through things that are mere reflections of the world we saw growing up, and I guess unconsciously, subconsciously, we create the stories again. And like I told her, dude, I'm a cycle breaker, and it took me talking to myself for a long time, and God helping me, my Creator helping me. I'm all glory to Him because He's the one who's poked me in the right direction. He was there the whole time, even when I thought I was alone, and my Creator imprinted whatever on me, and it's been with me the whole time. He gets all the glory. I don't. Um, but I see the Creator, me and him are one and the same. Like he's always been with me, and he's always with whoever, like whoever your Creator is. Um, whoever created you, like they're with you all the time, and they give you the tools and the ability to do whatever you need to do to survive and to be happy. We're just stuck in this world, man, and we're just living based on some other man's rules, and it's so dumb. And I see change. I see people changing, and I don't really watch the news, but actually I have no idea what's going on in the world, because my world is important, and the world around me is important, and that's who I can affect right now. It's people close to me, and so that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm trying to do, just by being me, just being myself, my true authentic self, and having fun while doing it, and being happy. I'm tired. I need to go to sleep, but I figured I'd talk for a minute, just whatever. I may not post this, but tonight was cool, man. And like I said, I love just talking to people. I like talking to my sister too because she knows me more than everybody else does, and she's blown away at the fact that like I spend 4 hours talking to some random girl, and then 3 hours to another person, and 2 hours to another person, like all in one day, like, and it happens all the time, and it's so cool, and it makes zero sense, but it makes all the sense at the same time, and as I said, I know. And that's another thing, is that's why I can't let go of one person, because it's like all these other things are true, and I'm seeing them to be true, so my feelings are right, and I'm trusting my feelings for the first time in my life. And I actually told my sister a story about why I think I could never trust myself, was because, my first mom hoodwinked me, and I had a feeling, and then she decided to keep me for a week, and it just split me from day one. It made me not being able to trust my feelings, so I choose not to use my feelings the rest of my life. And but it had to be that way. But now I'm trusting my feelings, because ultimately my first feeling was right, that she was going to leave me or give me up or whatever, however you want to word it. And yeah, it just took a week. And so yeah, dude, I'm trusting my feelings. And it's kind of weird now because I have two feelings for two things, and I don't think one's right or wrong. Um, I'm just trying to decide which one I'm going to choose, or go try to choose, or whatever. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure all this stuff out, and I'm having fun. Life is fun. Art is fun. Talking to people is fun. Breathing air is fun. Everything's so cool. It's sad, man. I Her kids were telling me that a kid passed away at their school, and then another kid committed suicide like recently. I'm like, dude, we gotta stop this problem. It's such a problem because the kids just can't talk to somebody, or they feel alone, or their parents are just too engulfed in their own lives, and they're not listening to their kids, or not picking up or being aware of what their kids are going through or something. Man, it's weird. It sucks. And there's always two different perspectives on it. I mean, the little girl was like, it sucks that he didn't get to grow up to be an adult, and I don't know. I instantly said, well, maybe he's the lucky one. I don't know if that's right or wrong. It's probably not. It's neither. It sucks all the way around, but um, I don't know. This world's so crappy right now, and it just sucks. Death is never easy for the people still here, and but like I said, from my mom's death, for me, it was a catalyst of something new, and it was not negative or positive. I mean, it just is, and as I said, me and my sister talked a lot about a lot of stuff, and it's cool to see her perspective on things, because we were talking, and I was telling her a lot of things about me that she didn't even realize or understand, and she was a lot of aha moments with the way I perceived the world, and no one understood, no one knew, but I never told anybody I perceived it that way. I didn't know I was allowed to. I didn't know I needed to. And that's what I think a lot of this is like, we don't, a lot of the reason why I never asked help from people is because I never wanted to bother them. I never wanted to be a burden on anyone, and or not. Like, people are here to help. Like, they want to help each other, and if they got wisdom that you need, like, it doesn't really take that much energy for someone to walk up to me and talk, like, and me, I will stop everything I'm doing and give them time and help them in any possible way I can. If it's just me listening and not even responding, it just depends on what that person needs. That's like a lot of people. Sometimes, like husbands and wives, they know each other well enough to know that. Like, I had a couple tell me, like, sometimes before the conversation even starts, they ask, "Do you want me to answer this, or are you gonna just vent to me?" And then depending on what they say, they're either just let them vent and not return anything, or or do you want me to solve this problem or not? Like, do you just want to vent? And that's cool, man, because then people do need to just talk and hear things themselves, and because you're your best teacher. And that's what this was for me, man. This is what these talks are for me. Is I'm my best teacher, and like I said, I have rules in place. I have regulations in place. I have lines I'm not gonna cross, and lines I do cross sometimes. Um, but like I said, I think the best thing is just to talk to yourself. Be quiet and still, and then talk to yourself. Like, I'll do, like, I don't know, the quiet and still part. Um, but I think the quiet and still part is this right here. Well, I'm quiet and still. I'm not doing all kinds of other things. Like, I don't have TV. I have music in my ear, but that's just because I'm a multitasker at heart, and But I'm in a position where I can't move. Like there's not TV going on. There's not nothing distracting my eyes, other than the beauty of the world, and it's just me. It's me and my creator, and I don't know. Tomorrow's gonna be fire though. Who knows what's gonna happen tomorrow night? And who knows? I'm going to an art show. I gotta get some pants tomorrow. Life is cool, man, and I'm just happy to be here. And every day is a blessing. Um, I'm just so thankful I'm alive. Um, I don't know. I'm living in a weird world right now. Cause I'm just like middle finger to the world, kind of, sort of, and I know it'll be all right in the end. And it's just funny. My sister just keeps asking me about dating and girls and stuff. They're just pushing me to get, which I'm ready for it, and I'm excited about it. But I hate saying I wish. I mean, whatever happens happens. But yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to be patient. The greatest things take time, and I'll give it time. I don't know. I need to go to sleep because my brain is just not. I'm tired, so like I'm not as strong when I'm tired, and I just need to go to sleep. But today was amazing. Today was perfect, and I'm glad I got to talk to my sister, and hopefully I gave her some new perceptions on whatever perceptions on some stuff, and I saw her wheels turning in her head, and I'm proud of it because I told her. I just showed her how much power she truly has over a lot of situations that she thought was the other way around, and I saw her. It changed a lot of things, and it's good. It's good for her to understand that she has power over situations, and especially between like a narcissist relationship, and ultimately the empath or the other person has more power than the narcissist does. The only difference is the narcissist has blinded you, and you think that they have the power, but they don't. They need you. This is the issue with narcissists: is they need you. They need your reaction, and they're manipulating you into reacting a certain way, and then that's how they have power over you. But that's because you give it up. But ultimately, the narcissist is the one reaching out to you, and they're saying things to you. If you do not react, then you stay in power, and then that's how you kill the narcissist. It's a very simple power dynamic, and it took me a while to understand it. I really didn't even think about it until tonight when I was talking to her, and I correlated the way when people walk up to you, they are freely surrendering their time to you, and then to you have power. You are the one in power, and depending on how you react or respond, is how the rest of the conversation goes. Either you have power or you give it back. And so that I told her that. And so this is a short. This is going to be a short one, but ultimately, narcissists don't have power. They just have a hood over your eyes. And once you understand that, the way you respond, you can keep your power. And yeah, sometimes it can come with repercussions if the narcissists are physical or whatever, but or holding money over your head or something like that. But I mean, the first step is taking your power back. Yes, there will be real repercussions, but once you understand that, then you can start planning. Once you understand that you actually have the power and the narcissist is using you and they're just blinding you, they've brainwashed you. Um, it could be a very, it could be a little bit long process, but you can start planning from that point on how you respond to things and how you can get your power back ultimately and be safe. So, because this world's filled with narcissists, and I mean, like I said, I know I have narcissist abilities, and I try not to use them. I try to be aware, and I try to stay away from manipulating people like that. Like I said, I'll tell you now, I'm flipping in love bombs, and I'm flipping in new perspectives. And causing you to think a different way, but I'm not forcing you to do anything. Now, I am forcing ideas into you. Not really. I mean, you're freely accepting if you sit there and listen to me. But I am giving you new perspectives, and you will have to check those. Like I said, this is for entertainment purposes only, and you need to find what's true for yourself. But I'm just giving you a new perspective, and hopefully you can take your power back from all those situations that people are trying to manipulate you and control you, whether it's me or anybody else. Like, you need to start thinking for yourself and understand that you, as an individual person, have power. You have all the power. And once you can take off that hood or those glasses that someone put on you, um, you can change your world. Yes, it will be difficult because it's the world that you created. You allowed it to happen. But once you destroy that, and you figure out a way to destroy that, you will be free. And love is free. And I believe in everybody. I believe everyone can do it. I believe everyone's strong enough to do it. We have everything in us from day one. We're enough. We're worthy. Like, we deserve everything. Each individual person deserves everything. We shouldn't be struggling for nothing. But this world's just controlled with a bunch of narcissists, whether they're in the government, or dads, or moms, or husbands, or wives, our kids. Like, they're everywhere. And they don't know any better a lot of times. I mean, that's how they had to survive. And or they're after their own interests, and they don't care what it does, as long as ultimately what a narcissist is just trying to get its way. It's just a child trying to get its way, and not thinking about if they're hurting you or not. They're just ultimately just trying to get their way. And that's why I have compassion for everyone, because I understand it deeper. And it does suck, but we can take it back, one relationship at a time, one person at a time. Just listen and don't respond, and protect yourself, though. Sometimes you piss people off by not reacting the way that they want, and but over time you'll understand how to do it better, because you've been with that person, and when those blinders come off, you start seeing things in their new light. But you just got to be aware, and like I said, once you truly start loving yourself, which this will help, because you can't love yourself when you can't even see yourself because you got somebody else's blinders on. So that would be the first step, is to get those blinders off and to understand and go, wait a minute, I'm the one with power. I have to start looking at myself and how I need to react to these things, and then you can start looking at yourself and start loving yourself, and understand that what these other people are saying about you, yeah, it may be true. Maybe you've done some acts or something, who knows, but ultimately own it, and then choose not to do those things anymore. And a lot of times, like, if you had a narcissist over you, they were tricking you, manipulating you. Yes, you made those decisions to do it based on repercussions that you didn't want to face, and you thought you didn't have an option, and sometimes you don't. But like I said, this is just one process. Just take the blinders off, and start thinking for yourself, and understand that you are in power, and take your power back. Take your power back and do whatever it takes to escape those relationships, and and just be by yourself if you need be. And yeah, it's difficult, but you got to start spending time with yourself and looking in the mirror and find out who you are, because you won't truly be happy until you accept who you are, whoever that is. I mean, that's the change that has to happen. Is you have to quit looking for external sources for your answers, and start looking at yourself, and listening to yourself, spending time with yourself, and that's where it all starts. It really does. That's literally where it all starts. Yeah, because from the beginning, the question was, why am I not happy? Or why do I not have joy? I worded it a little bit different. I asked what is joy and what is being happy and all this stuff, but ultimately I was asking myself, why am I not those things? Why am I not unconditionally loved? And then started looking into it, and then I started to love myself because I started giving myself time. And your time is the most important thing in the world. It's the only important thing in the world. It's the greatest currency, the greatest commodity. It's the only thing that's real and matters. Is time. And then what you do with that time is love, because everything is love. If you know it or don't know it, everything in this world, ultimately, that is alive, is love. And love is free. Love is freedom. And love is free will. I'm out. Night.